girl is never trust a big button smile. That girl is if I were you, I'd take precautions.
Hey YouTube, this is your girl Phoenix. Well, this is your girl Tila, aka Phoenix of Eden, and I'm here with my lovely guest.
Hi, Melanie Nicole Alexander.
Okay, so you already know, whenever we do a video, it's always like when we do a video when we sitting down talking, you always know that it's something important to help the community. This is a video that we pretty much touched on when we did the video with Bree last year, talking about the pluses and dangers of transitioning. This video is about silicone. You know, this is basically a silicone awareness.
Well, I feel like we should have done a silicone awareness video because just this past week, a friend of ours, a girl that we knew in the community, whose name was Brandesha, happened to get pumped and things didn't go so well, so she happened to pass away. So everyone was disturbed, and you know, a lot of people were hurt, you know, because she was a good friend and she did some time away and she was just coming home to everyone. So to lose her so fast, you know, by her just getting back to us, it took a lot from us.
There are certain things that we need to take into consideration when we get pumped. We can't be so desperate to be fish, so desperate to be tuna, so desperate to be, fish basket, that we don't, pay attention to the dangers, the risk that go along with being fish in 15 minutes. Because, gone are the days when girls used to take shots and pills and wait those years to get that, get that work, wait those years to develop. Girls want to be overnight. Girls want to be like Nicki Minaj. Girls want to be like Lil' Kim. Girls want to be built like strippers. Girls want big boobs, big booty, full face, full lips, because that's what's in. So, in the society that we're living in, how would you say competition is? I mean, just being raw and gutter and real. Like for girls who work in the ass, who doing escorts, girls who, doing sex work on the streets. When you step out there on them streets, what kind of competition is it? Is the girls running around, flat chested, with straight up and down? You know what I'm saying? In the sex industry, because a lot of young trans women, before they find themselves, they do sex work. You know what I'm saying? That's like the stepping stone,
Right.
So, what would you say competition is like out there? Do you feel pressure? Do you think the girls feel pressure to get work done? Do you think they feel like if I don't get work done, I'm not fish, or I can't, I'm not up there on the level with the other girls? How do you think these young girls feel? What drives them to go and get their work done?
Well, competition is very strong in the community when it comes down to girls that are doing sex work or escorting or just trans girls, period, that are transitioning is very, very competitive. And what drives the girls to get work done, you see this. They have so many exotic looking girls and beautiful girls out here where you see girls coming from all over the world that take stops here in New Orleans. They may have hips and ass and titties and, they body are voluptuous, and you look at that and you be like, I want that. So, you start doing your research, and some girls, as in financial wise, can't really necessarily afford to get their work done professionally, so they happen to go under the table with it. And it's very competitive. I mean, you have girls, I mean, whether you're getting your work done or whether you're not, eventually you're going to feel the pressure that you have to get your work done because, I mean, hey, you have sisters that are around that are getting everybody's done, and then eventually you start to feel kind of left out. You want to keep up what they say with the Kardashians. And eventually, you know, sometimes being so competitive, we end up, you know, losing our lives by being just competitive. So, I mean, it's not like, you know, some girls, it's not like all the time that we go out and we get, you know, technically shot or beaten to death or stuff like that. A lot of us die on the sip table.
Mm-hmm. And it happens all the time. You know, it's been going on since the beginning of time. It's not funny. But, you know, we say little things like, you know, the girls will roll you up under the bed. And that's like a slang for after they done pumped you. And if it didn't go, you know, if they done pumped you with some fix-a-flat or they done pumped you with, you know, something that's not really, if they done pumped you, it's still on. If they done pumped you with something that's not really silicone, then it doesn't go so well. And so you end up dying. You know what I'm saying? It's been going on, and the girls, we still take the risk, we still take the chance, because beauty is very important to us, and I mean, I really believe that we take it to heart that beauty knows no pain. You know, we're willing to go that extra mile to live out our truth, you know, and the truth that we feel that there's a woman inside that needs to manifest on the outside. So, you know, and what Milan is saying makes a lot of sense. You know, there are those pressures. There is, you know, the pressure to feel like you're evolving in your transition. You don't want to look the same way you look 5 years ago today. You know what I'm saying? But then I guess the next question would be, when does it become less about you being fish and more about your self-esteem? Because I think sometimes we get work done to try to fill a void. You know, right. It's like this constant, we're constantly going back to the field lady, you know, trying to fix something that can't be fixed with a needle. Right. You know what I'm saying? Silicone, getting work done can actually become addictive for some girls. It can actually be a drug to, you know, your hips are never right, your breast is never right, your face is never right, your lips are never right, and it's been perfect, you know, it been looking good, and you just keep going, and then you mess it up, and it go to looking, you know, animated and foolish. So why do you think what do you think makes girls keep going back to the field lady? Do you think it has something to do with maybe being under the influence of drugs, or maybe just having low self-esteem, or maybe just, you know, starting off as a girl who wasn't attractive and looked at really masculine, and she start to see fish, and she just don't know when to stop? Why do you think the girls just keep going back once they done got to that point of where you fishy and you cute? Why do you think they keep going back after that?
Most definitely I agree with everything you were saying in the beginning. A lot of girls go back. I mean, hey, it's everywhere. I mean, we see it when we turn on our televisions, especially we put on BET. We see these video girls. We see, especially a lot of African American transgender women, okay, as being African American women are curvy already. And a lot of them, you know, we have average women, but if you see the average black woman have a set of hips, and, you know, they have, you know, ass and titties and stuff like that. So as African American transgender women, we feel that we should look like that too. And a lot of girls go back to where you say it does get addictive. It does get like, to a point to where nothing seems right to you. And a lot of people can say, oh, girl, it looks nice, girl, you should stop. But as long as in your head you feel like it's not, doesn't matter if 12,000 people tell you, girl, your body is beautiful, don't do it anymore, you're always going to find something you need correction in. And some girls get to the point to where they overdo themselves. And just like if you look at the, you know, the Caucasian transgender women, I mean, yeah, they have those girls that walk around with their big boobs, but it's not too many of them that look animated. It's a very few you run across that looks animated. And when it comes down to transgender females, we like to go that extra mile and always have, you know, that animated body that just, you know, attention, you know,
that showstopper.
That yeah, you want that, you know, because you know when you go out into the world, the community is what's going to give you your you know your values. You know, they're going to tell you whether your body. If any girl wants to know whether they look nice or not, just step out into the community. They will let you know if you're foolish, or if you know if they'll let you make it. You know, but it's not even all about being foolish and stuff like that. Some girls will just feel as if, you know, especially being unattractive in the beginning. And like I have this little thing I say, you know, about being ugly duckling and a foolish swine. You know, some people start off as, you know, ugly ducklings, you know, and turn into something beautiful. But then we have foolish swines that were pretty in the beginning, but was just foolish and just had to get themselves together to be beautiful. And some girls that are not so, you know, what we consider ugly ducklings, is, you know, they feel like, you know, hey, I don't have the looks, so I'm going to go at it with my body. And as long as I have a body, you know, that's what boys like.
Right.
You know, boy, it'll make up for your face. You know, half the time they're not really worried about your face, but it's nice to have a nice face to go along with a nice body. But, you know, some girls have to make up to where they're lacking at.
So with these girls, it's safe to say that in our community, most times, what we're going for is just, it's not necessarily to be passable, it's just to be bad, you know, just to be that girl, you know what I'm saying? You don't necessarily, because a lot of girls don't want to be unclockable, a lot of girls don't want to be passable, you know, they like the attention. So it's just when you're getting that silicone, you are molding this new body, and in a sense, you're creating something. You know, you're creating a work of art, and your body becomes your own work of art. And I think that basically, hopefully, what you'll take away from this video is, by the end of this video, we want to talk about some of the ways that we could reduce the deaths from silicone in the community, because we know that the girls are going to continue to get work done. I mean, a casualty is not going to stop girls from getting work done. That's just the honest to God truth. I mean, let's just keep it real. You know what I'm saying? But we need to, aside from that, we need to talk about ways that we can reduce, if not end, these tragedies in our community. And I think one way to reduce it would be to have you some people around you that have gotten work done before. And I mean, because with this situation with Brandesha came home and she had been gone for 3 years, and she felt like she had lost time, and she was an it girl before she left. You know, she was one of those girls. She was one of those girls. And she felt like she had lost time, and she wanted to make up for lost time. So what we need in those situations are girls around us that affirm us, you know, and tell us, girl, you know what I'm saying, you look good, girl, you know, let's just take your time, girl. And we need to be honest, some of us who have these lovely bodies, some of us who really fishy, we need to be honest with the girls and say, well, you know, everything that glitters ain't gold. You know, in the wintertime, you know, the sea will be a little cold. You know, I be having trouble sleeping on this hip. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes it be a little sore. You know what I'm saying? I got a little lump right here. I don't know if it's cancer or not. You know, we need to stop making it look like it's all lovely all the time, because it's not all lovely all the time. It is complications with it, and we need to talk about those complications so that girls will be fearful to rush into something. Another thing that girls need to do, and me and Milan was just talking about this the other day, is don't go and get your body done every 2 weeks. Don't go and get your body done back to 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 back. I mean, a lot of people, they got certain silicone ladies that'll break bread with you and pop you off and give you more than what you're supposed to get for your money. We can't be greedy when we run across a silicone lady like that. For 2 or 3 reasons. One, you don't know if what she's giving you is what?
Silicone.
You don't know what she's giving you. If she's breaking bread, it could be silicone and baby oil mixed. Silicone and KY mixed. It could be silicone and Fix-A-Flat
mixed. Bitch, it could be mineral, bitch.
It could be witch hazel. You don't know what you get popped in you. So if it's plentiful, like my grandmother used to say, everything that glitters is not gold. So you want to make sure that what you're getting pumped in you is really silicone.
And right, and going into with the pumping situation, I mean, like you say, girls gonna continue to get it done today, tomorrow, 20 years from now, if everyone's still around.
Mm-hmm.
They're gonna
start getting it done.
Females done started getting everybody's done. They done got hit into, you know, oh my God, if I can fix this by just with $500-$600, I can get this done. Oh hell yeah, I'm going to get this done.
Silicone has become a phenomenon.
It has become like how crack came into the street.
Mm-hmm.
Silicone is sweeping the nation.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm going to tell you, I mean, it is what it is. We all know, we all grown. Let me tell you something about when you do something that's not professional. You know it's not professional. You know you're going into the situation. First of all, the shit that we put inside our bodies ain't supposed to be there anyway.
Mm-hmm.
Those who make it, you're lucky. Those who happen to pass away from it, baby, it was your time to go. Some girls are not meant to shine. It doesn't matter what it is. You can be the beautifulest girl. The world was not ready for you, sweetie. And
obviously,
eventually, you know, it is about the thing about going about getting pumped. If you go ahead and get pumped, let me tell you something. Nobody is making you lay down. Nobody's making you. Who to say? We play Russian roulette every day with our lives. Whether you do, you know, you can go out and buy a Coke. Who say that Coke is good? You can buy heroin. Who say that heroin is good?
Might be red.
You know what I'm saying? So you don't know. Every day we go out and we do these things, we gamble with our lives. And some of us walk away from it and healthy.
Be on the lookout for the exciting new interview with Brooke Eden, aka Pernisha Weber. She's finally breaking the silence about the separation from longtime lover Thomas Kendall. She's going to tell it all. You'll see the tears, the hurt, and the pain as she follows in the footsteps of her mother, Phoenix Eden, and gets naked about what's going on in her life for the first time right here on Tila Asia Black New Legacy Ministry. She's going to tell about the jail time. She's going to talk about the job that she had and quit. She's going to talk about moving back home to New Orleans and starting all over. She's going to talk about Thomas leaving her for someone else and her secret love affair that she had. All of this and more on the exciting, untold story about Brooke Eden. You cannot miss this. There will be so much information, so much knowledge for young transgenders coming up. You can learn from this testimony. And she's sharing some personal stuff that was hard for her to discuss. You cannot miss this, folks. Stay tuned for this exciting, personal, up-close, and personal interview with Brooke Eden right here on Tila Asia Black New Legacy.
for those who are going to get pumped, let me tell you something. I done got pumped. Majority of the girls that I know have silicone work done.
Some will.
Somewhere or some part of their body, whether it's in a big toe, they got it. It doesn't matter. I feel as if this. If you're doing things that you know are necessarily harmful to your body, even though you get up and you walk away from the situation, still go to the doctor, still get checked, still make sure that you know nothing is going on.
Antibiotics, honey.
Some antibiotics, some vitamins. Get those things, so those things help fight off infections that's inside your body. And your body will know when, if anything, that when you are infected, because you get sick. Whether it's the flu symptom, whether it feel like you have a mild cold, that is a sign so that you know that your body is fighting off something.
Yeah, if you get work done, go to the doctor. Please go get a checkup. You know, they gonna read you, they gonna let you have it, they gonna tell you, do you know what you done? But it's still their obligation to see about you, to check on you, to make sure that you're okay. And we can't, while we're on the subject, we can't go around blaming the silicone lady. Now, they're going to be greedy and they're going to take your money if you ready to spend it. So you have to be responsible. You know what I'm saying? And you have to pace yourself with this. You have to pace yourself with this. And if you running around here getting pumped with silicone and you weigh 99 pounds and you get 99 pounds worth of silicone pumped on you, no, it's not gonna work. If you don't have enough flesh to accommodate that silicone, that's dangerous, because once that stuff hits your bloodstream, you hit.
Right, and that goes to the point to having so much in your body to where it don't have nowhere else to go.
Yeah, it don't have nowhere else to go. If you this big and you want to go and get a Nicki Minaj body and you started off with this much body, that silicone is going to hit your bloodstream. If you have nothing to pad it and to keep it from going straight into your veins, once that poison hits your blood, that's a wrap. That's a done deal.
Your time is ticking.
Right. So we have to take our time in building this process. I know we all want to be fish. I know we all want to be sickening. I know we all want to be eating it. But nothing worth having comes overnight. It's not worth it. Just like they say, fast money ain't good money. You know what I'm saying? You have to work no matter what you're doing, whatever profession you in. You have to work. You know what I'm saying? Eventually, you're going to have to work somewhere or another. Even if your job is sex work, you be the best damn fellatio giver. You be the best damn anal recipient, or you be the best damn penis slanger.
You're gonna get an award at the end of the year.
Whatever it is that you do, but it's work involved. You know what I'm saying? If you do hair, it's work involved. You don't just go up into the hair salon unless you're getting a wig put on.
Right.
And these days, if you're getting a wig put on, it's a lace front. So it takes about 20 minutes to put that on.
Right.
So I mean, everything is a process, and we can't rush a process. When we rush things, we expose ourselves to very dangerous consequences. And that's all I'm saying. If you're gonna get pumped, have you somebody with you who's been to this person already, who can speak for this person, who can vouch for this person. Look and see if this woman is cracking off the lid in front of you of this bottle.
And
you know
right,
what I'm saying?
and another thing, my mother, who was best friends with Brandesha, came back or whatever from the hospital when all this happened. And she was like, she was hurt. There was her best friend. The words can't describe how this lady felt. And to see her like this, made me feel kind of down. Just because I knew it was nothing I could do nor say that will make her feel better, because this is something she is thinking and dealing with. A little bottle filled with just about a solution like this of silicone is $500. Just for a little vial of this is $500. Who in the hell is getting gallons of that shit for $500? And then you paying $500 and you didn't even use the whole gallon, sweetie. You probably use 2 or 3 cups up out of there. So therefore, it doesn't matter. It is what it is, baby. You go into pumping, you need to know and understand what you're getting yourself into. When things go wrong, tell you who is there to blame? Who is there really to blame? Is it to blame the girl that pumped? Or could you blame the girl? I mean, hey, this girl played just as much part as it, so who is it really to blame?
You laid down. And you knew she didn't have no letters behind her name.
Right, you going into it just because you say you was good last week or last month or 6 months ago. Who say that when you go into this situation this time that everything will turn out in your favor? And it is like you say about girls, make sure, whoever getting pumped, whether you're a butch queen that wants to play and drag and whatever it is, whoever decides to play with silicone, I want you to know it's dangerous.
And girl, and I'm gonna keep it good with you. If you want your breasts to be bigger, do like I'm doing. Put some water balloons up in there.
Girl, you
see how Miss Cleveland's over there, girl?
Let me tell you something.
Girl, get your little push, girl.
Now, don't get me wrong. I have a nice set of breasts. A nice Vicky. She's real nice.
Get your nasty push up.
I have to put some stuff in her, baby. I have to hype these girls up for
and believe me, I got a lay over here today. So I mean, it's just it's ways to enhance yourself without putting yourself in danger. And there's always hormones. I mean, it take a long time. And it's risk with those.
Right, you can get cancer. I mean, hormones is just as worse as smoking a fucking cigarette.
Yeah, it's risk with everything. But the biggest thing that I want to encourage from this video, and I think that we both want to encourage you to do, is to take your
time.
That's really pretty much it.
Everybody moves at their own pace. Okay, just because you see this bitch doing whatever it is she's doing, good for her. It was meant for her to do. That was on her. If it ain't your time, baby, it ain't your time. Don't push your time. Don't push it because you never know. You may not even make it out the starting gate.
Everybody is not meant to be on the same level at the same time. If you see a girl who got a cold-blooded body and she look good and she's sickening, that girl might have a better diet than you. That girl might take better care of herself. That girl may not smoke cigarettes. That girl may not drink alcohol. That girl may be a vegetarian. You can't sit around and eat ice cream and don't like vegetables and want to smoke and drink and then go lay up and get $3,000 worth of cheap silicone pumped into your body and think that you're going to get the same outcome as a girl who's taking top shape of herself. She might be able to handle a little bit more silicone. These girls out here, eating one meal a day from McDonald's and then want to go lay up, want to go and lay up and get pumped with a foreign substance in their body, girl.
And they tell you that even when you get your body professionally done, when you get your body done professionally, they're going to tell you either one or two things. They're going to say either make sure you eat a full meal, or they're going to tell you don't eat that motherfucking all. Point blank. So therefore, but when you're going into most operations, serious operations, they want something on your stomach because you're going to be under a lot of medication and anesthesia. And that's what's the most perfect thing. And
you can't eat Taco Bell and go and get pumped, girl.
Right. That's the most wonderful thing about professional work. You're under anesthesia. You have doctors that are monitoring your session. They're a professional. They do this all the time. When you going into laying down, getting it, how you get it, how we all have done it before. You don't have any anesthesia, sweetie. You don't have anything that's going to stop that pain. You're going to lay there and you're going to take it. And because most girls, you be like, girl, how could you lay there and endure that pain?
Girl, you cannot snort powder and drink Jack Daniels all night long, girl, and won't go lay up and get pumped the next day. No, you can't. You're not supposed to do that. I mean, these girls want to sit out in the streets and just get full all night long and then go and lay up and get pumped. And girl, when Transgender Remembrance Day come and your name on that cake, this year so far on the cake for Transgender Remembrance Day, because as you know, for Transgender Remembrance Day last year, Mimi Milan sponsored the cake. and we had the names of the girls who had, you know, meant something to us and had died over the past couple of years. And this year, whose name's gonna be on the cake already?
We have the first one to really start it off in our community, which was Danielle, which his name was Brandesha. Then came behind Brent was Githy. She was found strangled in Gentilly. Then behind her we have Bebe, which was another good close friend of ours. Following Bebe, we have another girl. She was very known in the quarters and you know, along the gay end, which is the pub and eyes known by Tatiana. She passed away. And last but not least, we have Brandesha, who passed away just this week. So far, they have 5 girls that, I mean, it's crazy because I was just sitting here thinking, like, you know, it's sad to say, but everyone around us that we all know are just like dropping and just
and
gone.
the community is small.
And everyone knows everyone, and it's the only typical number. You be like, well, girl, who next? You know, like, you just be typically waiting around like, girl, it could be any one of us here today and gone tomorrow. So, I mean, we try to learn to enjoy one another even more. I mean, just like, you know, I'm pretty sure, you know, y'all understood, you know, me and Tila has our fallings out all the time. But, you know, this really came, so it took this for us to really come back and really start talking. But I feel as if, you know, it really don't make no sense to be out here holding grudges against girls, you know what I'm saying?
Right. I didn't even know that Brandesha was dead until she called me and told me. And the sad part about it is, I didn't even know she was home from jail. The way I found out she was home was that she was dead. You know, and that, you know, that right there is the reason why, like she said, we can't be around here holding grudges, because you never know when it could be you. I never know when it could be me. She never know when it could be her. We never know when our name gonna be the name on the cake. You know what I'm saying? So this year we planning a big event. Last year was really nice. This year, of course, it's gonna have to be bigger because some of the girls that passed this year, I mean, was like really, really close. You know what I'm saying? It hit kind of home this year. So hopefully, you know, some more of the girls will come out and show support and be a part of this, and you know what I'm saying, and wanna, you know, the community really need to start coming together, because the community is really, really starting to hit, you know, it's really starting to hit the community hard, and I believe that's because it's a sign of the times. You know what I'm saying? It's time for change in our community, and I think that, you know, the Creator is showing us, because I mean, girls always did drop like flies in our community, but I mean, seriously, you know, like this, you know, not like this. The girls wasn't dropping like this. The girls haven't dropped like this since HIV first came out. You know what I'm saying? The girls starting to drop like it's, you know, like it's HIV season, and everybody is not dying from HIV. We dying from silicone poisoning, we dying from cancer, natural causes, HIV, murder rates, you know what I'm saying? And it's because we don't, you know, stick together and inform each other and educate each other. So, you know, hopefully from this video, you've taken something away from this. Please, you know, when you go and lay on that table, keep in mind that this is not a professional. It don't matter how many people they done pumped. They might be a street professional, but they don't have no letters behind their name. So you lay it on that table at your own risk, and you might lay down with a flat back or a flat chest and come up with what you want. But take your time, you know what I'm saying? Take your time, make your decisions wisely, and just be safe, you know?
Yeah, most definitely. And it don't make no sense. I mean, to go, when you get pumped, yeah, you may have the hips you want and the ass you want. You may even have the big old titties you want. But don't mean you're going to be able to get up and show the people. The only person that's going to see it is the motherfucking autopsy people. They were like, damn, this hoe has some nice titties and some nice hips or whatever. But this hoe didn't even be able to make it because, you know. But it's a gamble. Just know it's a gamble.
The key word is she was a bad bitch.
Past tense.
You don't want them to say that she was. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people don't even really get a chance to show what they're about outside of their looks. You know, we be so focused on being fish, we don't give people a chance to see who we are away from our beatness and our fishiness, you know. And that's sad. A lot of girls leave this world never getting a chance to show their true potential or what they're really capable of because we died trying to transition.
Right.
So,
and for those who watching this video, who's gonna watch it, please show your support to, you know, especially Brandesha's family. Like I said, she just came home to a lot of us, and she's gone. So I mean, she didn't really get to see anything. She haven't really spent a holiday, or the only holiday she got to spend was Mother's Day, and her mother is taking it so hard. Brianna is taking it so hard. Y'all pray for the family, pray for people that knew her, pray for us. Because, it doesn't mean that, like you say, people are still going to continue to get pumped. It is what it is. Now people are having their benefit of doubts. But once all this spring over, people are going to be right back to their normal routines. So when those who see this video, please remember, not even with just getting pumping, whatever you're doing that's gambling to your life, remember that if anything that's harmful to your body, just remember that when you get these things done, whether it's drugs or whether you're getting silicone, remember that everything that you're getting ain't good. So,
yeah, until the next video, remember it's life and death in the tongue. And like she said, let's start praying for one another. And let's start speaking positive things over our sisters' lives. Because a lot of times, we speak so negatively over each other, the stuff end up happening. Never know how many girls were sitting up saying, Brandesha getting carried away. You know what I'm saying? And probably spoke that over her. You know what I'm saying? No telling. Because we do stuff like that and we don't mean no harm. We just be saying negative stuff because we done had negative stuff said to us so much. So let's be mindful and not speak negative stuff over each other. Right now, it's probably people who saying negative stuff about Brandesha because of how it happened to her and what happened. You know what I'm saying? But we have to stop doing that to each other. We have to speak life over each other and speak positive things over each other. So, anyway, we want to thank you for watching this video. And, please send this video to any girl you know. You know what I'm saying? This video is dedicated to all the young girls, and it's in memory of
Brandesha.
We love you.
Hope you enjoy your new home in heaven, T.
And say hey to baby.
Oh, say hey to us too. That was my bitch.
Bye-bye.
Transition, balance, love, passion for expression, inner beauty and confidence, the naked truth, empowerment, creative artistic expression. You were created on purpose, for a purpose. Legacy begins with us. It's not too late for change. New legacy.